Hello and welcome to your first monthly elemental blueprint forecast of 2022. I am Jacqueline Maloney, a spiritual guide and professional healer in Hingham, Massachusetts, and this is the 9-star key. And I have found it to be an incredible way to figure out how to best live your life in flow with the energies that are at play in your life at any given time. And so even though it's the first month of 2022, it's actually the last month of the 2021 elemental year. So the elemental year runs from February 4th through February 3rd. And this particular month runs January 5th through February 3rd. So this is your last month to kind of do your homework and see if you've done everything you were supposed to do in the energy of the year last year before we kick off into the new elemental year on February 4th. Each year does have a purpose. We're all constantly living life through the lens of one of these 9-year cycles, and they all kind of feel different, and they have their own purposes, and they have their own reasons for why certain things feel good to us, whether that's working out more or eating more comfort food, or just kind of sitting back and letting things come to us. And monthly energies tend to influence our emotions a little bit more and our day-to-day lives a little bit more than the year. The year is like an overarching theme of like what to focus on. And then the monthly energies is kind of the nitty-gritty. How do you deal with the day-to-day? So I will go through everybody's elements, tell you where you're at, and hopefully you've done your homework for next year. So water people, you are ending a fire year, and you're probably really over the really high energy. This month is going to be really busy, and it's almost over. This is a Yang Wood month. So take advantage of all of the energy that you have to get stuff done. Make a list, prioritize what it is that you want to get done, especially if it comes to like tying up loose ends. Fire years always have to do with endings and letting things go. So if there's stuff that you need to tie up and get rid of, this month is a good time to do that. Also, I said making lists, but if you don't make a list and prioritize what to do, you'll just be busy for the sake of being busy and not really get anything done. So take advantage of like prioritizing, executing, and repeating. Like that's what you want to do this month. And work out and move your body if you're feeling any type of procrastination, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're falling into kind of addictive behaviors, whether that's eating food, binging Netflix, scrolling on your phone, drinking a little too much. Any of those things counts as addictive behavior. So movement is key, and make your to-do lists. Yin Earth people, you're finishing up a water year, which is really slow, can be painfully slow for some and luxuriously slow for others. And this is a Yin Wood month. So what you want to do is just notice that you're going to have a little bit more internal dialogue than you normally do. There's going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of internal growth and processing that happens this month. And it's harder for you to kind of access your truth because of that. So just know that you're going to feel a little bit more indecisive, and that's okay. And talk to either a really grounded friend or book in some sessions with a coach or a therapist to help you work through some things. You also might feel the urge to run or escape from whatever is stressing you out. That's very much a Yin Wood thing. Like, I'm just going to hop on a plane and go. If you want to do that, go for it. If not, just like let things be and try to go with the flow. That is really the theme of water anyways, is just getting in flow and letting things happen as they may. And if the noise is getting a little too loud, movement is absolutely fantastic. You can get outside if it's not too cold, go for a hike, go do some yoga. Anything that moves your body will help you to feel a little more balanced and a little more together. Young Wood people, you're finishing up a Yin Earth year. So this was all like the planning and systems and structures to get ready for next year. And you're currently in an Earth month. So watch out for any extreme behavior. Earth itself has this interesting relationship with doing way too much or nothing at all. So find that middle ground, find that balance, and ask yourself, what do you want and what do you need? Yin Earth year, it has a lot to do with like, what does mom need? It's the year of like the pregnant mom getting stuff ready. So what do you want? What do you need? And then Earth itself has a lot to do with personal power and boundaries. So ask yourself what you need, give yourself what you need if you can, and then ask others for help. And if you're feeling unappreciated or stretched a little too thin, and people want to like either work with you or hang out with you, make them come to your house. or make them come to you. Don't go out of your way to make those connections with people this month. Okay, Yin Wood people. So you're in a Yang Wood year. It's kind of the ride of a lifetime. It's the really, really, really busy energy. And you've had a really busy 3 months. So this month, if you can relax at all or take a little downtime, it will serve you tremendously. Yang Metal is about rising into power. It's not about pushing. It's about like sitting in your throne and looking at what you've done and focusing on your vision. What's your long-term vision? And watch your boundaries this month. It's okay to say no. You might feel a little more sensitive than you usually do. You also might feel a little rigid. The combination of a Yang Wood year and Yin Metal can bring about a lot of rigidness and stubbornness. So just watch for that, watch for any tendencies of that. And energy work will be really helpful for you this month because you are feeling extra sensitive. It'll help discharge some of that, and healing, energy healing work specifically can be really helpful in a Yang Metal year or month. Sorry. Earth people, you're in a Yin Wood year. So Yin Wood is like the breeze. It can feel like a hurricane, or it can feel like just a gentle breeze. It's the wind, and that can present in a number of ways. So this year could feel very tumultuous. It's almost over. You get one more month. And this month is Yin Metal energy, also a slower month. Pulling your energy into yourself will be really helpful. Yin Metal has a lot to do with relaxation and celebration and joy and bringing your energy in. There's a theme of responsibility that can come up, taking on too much responsibility, not taking on enough responsibility, or like outsourcing responsibility to others. So just notice those themes and see where you can be best for your energy in those situations. And then also pay attention to your money. So, money stories are going to be highlighted. And if there's any sense of lack, any sense of scarcity, your money will just like constrict and close, and the flow, the valve will be cut off. So, your job is to spend money within your means for the purposes of bringing about joy, so that you can move into the energy of flow and trust, and it'll help that money open back up so that things can just flow and be easy. Young metal people. So you guys are in an earth year, and earth years can feel really slow. Um, but you're also entering into a young earth month, which can feel extra slow. And if you've got those two earths happening at the same time, it's a recipe for potential stagnation. So just notice that. Do a little more movement if you need to. You might feel a little stuck, and that's okay. You're going into the cave this month, and the cave is about figuring out what's not working and like kind of making a plan for getting your way through it, but it's not time to change anything yet. So just be aware of it, like sit with your observations and take good notes, because next month you'll be able to really make some changes. And embrace the comfort of earth, embrace the food, embrace the blankets, embrace the tea. Earth is all about the physical body and really indulging that physical body. And you also might, because I know Yang Metal people don't like clutter. Earth year can bring about clutter just by the nature of it, but Young Earth also doesn't like clutter. So you might find yourself organizing and looking for clearing things out of the way for your next year. Yin Metal people, you are in a Yang Metal year and entering into a fire month. And those three combinations of being yin Metal, being in a Yang Metal year, and being in fire scream sensitivity. All three of those elements are incredibly sensitive, some to their environment, some to spaces and people. Fire is extremely emotional. It feels everybody else's emotions. So if you are feeling ungrounded, if you are having trouble sleeping, you need to get into your body. Do anything that's like sensory related, whether it's lighting your favorite incense or candle, eating your favorite foods, putting on really nice clothes, wiggling your toes so that you're like, oh yeah, I actually am in my feet, because the body gets really uncomfortable. So we tend to pop out and like live like from the neck up and not really in our body. And baths will be really helpful this month too. If you have unhealthy fire, adding water into that mix will usually help. So salt baths would be great. It's also great for attending to that metal energy. and have fun this month. Throw things away, declutter. Fire loves throwing things out, and Yang Metal loves decluttering and organizing. So just ask yourself, what do you need to let go of, and do just that. Young Earth people, you are in a Yin Metal year, and this is a water month. So for the next few weeks, I want you to really take it easy. A water month, it's really necessary to do like rest and relaxation. It's the beginning of the cycle. It's starting the whole 9 month cycle over again. And there's a huge theme on like dreaming and meditation and journaling and what do you want that to look like. And not a whole lot of pushing is involved. And young earth people love to push. They think the answer to everything is hard work. So if you try to push your way through a water month, you might get an opportunity to relax in the way of illness or injury. So take it easy before you're forced to. And Yin Metal years also, that's about like retirement and celebration and joy. So take the opportunity to take it easy over the next few weeks before you enter in to your next year. And then fire people, you're in a young earth year. I know it's been an interesting year. I am a fire person as well. And you're heading into a yin earth month. So young earth is the culmination of everything that's wrong that we're not ready to fix yet. Lots of opportunities to look at what needs to change. And then yin earth is like planning and structure, but also asking, what do I need to give myself that I'm expecting others to give me? And it's teaching you how to ask for help. And you'll want to spend a lot more time at home, probably cooking and baking if you like to bake. That would be fantastic. Um, Yin Earth also loves to organize and clean. This is mom energy, and it's like taking care of the house. So you might find a little impulse to do that. And so Yin Earth and Fire both have an interesting relationship in relationships, with being codependent or clingy. Fire doesn't burn by itself. And then Yin Earth isn't supposed to raise the kids alone. Your mom isn't supposed to do this alone. So you might find yourself having unhealthy relationship patterns popping up, themes around codependency or clinginess. It's just highlighting what you need to work on and what you need to heal, and know that um, it's being influenced by the energies that's going on, and it's all temporary. So that is everybody's monthly forecast for January 2022. I will be back in a few weeks with the annual forecast for everybody for the year 2022, the new elemental year. And of course, if you want to book a private session with me, you can go to jacquelinemaloney.com/blueprint. And I'm going to have a new, fun, exciting offer that I've never done before for those of you that aren't ready to take that step and book a session with me. So I hope you're all enjoying the last few weeks of this elemental year, and I will see you soon.